So today we're going to be looking at the Suzuki Ignis 1.2 GLX manual. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be comparing it to the GL. Now, we're going to be taking a look at the features inside of the car. Again, service plans and warranties, and exactly how much you can save on this particular model. Nick, do you want to take us through it?
Sure, no problem. Let's go through the vehicle.
Let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to grab a seat in the driver's side.
Excellent.
So one thing you've got to notice about the car is that the two-tone, with the white and the black, it definitely brightens up the car, makes you feel like you can see everything a lot more.
Well, that's and it also mirrors the exterior of the car, where you've got the black mags and on some of the color models you get the two-tone sort of feel, and like you say, it's a very modern kind of, and with the white it's a lot brighter and lightens up the cap. 100% right. Yeah.
It's very nice. Okay, so let's just take a look at the practicality of the infotainment system. If you want to take us through that, just step by step.
Yeah, look, it's a very, very simple system. They've obviously designed it to be user-friendly.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's all touchscreen, so you'll be able to access your radio by pushing that. And it'll obviously go into the radio functions. You can easily search by just either touching this frequency line. You can automatically search by pushing that. You can press and save by pushing that button there, and it'll be able to save a station for you.
That's really, really awesome.
Very, very easy, very
so
simple.
6 favorites in essence.
Yes, correct, 100%. And then to go back, you just push the home button, and you can access your next menu system, which is, as you can see, your USB, your iPod, or your Bluetooth, whichever you wanted to access. It's even got an SD card, so you can play music or whatever through those. Very, very easy, very simple. Okay, and you can go to home again. Now, these other two that are left here, this is your Bluetooth system. So if there was a phone or device connected, you'd be able to
answer your calls,
exactly, even play music through it, everything via the steering controls that you've got here.
Awesome.
And again, pushing that to go back, and then this would be for your Apple CarPlay and so forth. If there was a device connected, you would then be able to select your maps or whatever the case is via the screen here.
Awesome.
And then you can just go home again. Now, one of the real selling points of this particular system is the voice activation. So when you've got your Apple CarPlay and that connected up, you can activate the voice activation, and until you can tell the car, I would like to go to 25 whatever street, and it'll go straight onto your maps and take you there. You don't have to push and control and take your eyes off the road. You can just speak. Very, very nice safety system.
I mean, that's something that's very, very convenient for any driver, I suppose, these days, because we're starting to get used to OK Google. We've got Siri.
It's exactly that system that it works through your phone. So that's really, really useful. Very, very helpful.
Kind of making your car very smart. I like it. Awesome. Okay, so obviously you got your digital aircon here.
Yeah, that's right.
USB aux at the bottom here. Another place to charge your phone.
100% right.
2 devices at once. That's pretty cool. Got some space here to put keys, a bottle.
Yeah, plenty of little nooks and crannies to hide things away. It's a dual airbag system in the car as well, so you've got a driver and a passenger airbag for your safety. Everything that we've described in terms of the radio nav is all controllable from the steering as well. And so is your Bluetooth and your voice activation. So again, it's all get around safety, and you can just concentrate on the road and not have to take your eyes off it.
Awesome. For a small car, it's rather spacious, and you feel like you're sitting nice and high up. I mean, you can see everything around you. It's always nice to have a good look outside from inside the car.
Well, the car itself has got a higher ride height than your standard vehicle in this category, which is one of the major selling points and why a lot of people like it, is because of that. Plus, your driver's seat is also height adjustable. So you can even lower it down if you felt you're sitting a bit high, and you can even, as I say, make it higher. It really makes your driving position nice and comfortable.
And it's nice and simple as well. It's really, really easy to use.
Yes.
Okay, and then obviously your front and rear electric windows.
Yeah, that's all standard as well, along with the electric adjustable mirrors, which are also foldable. So you can push the button and the mirrors can fold away. If you push that button there, you can see it will do so, just like that. So it's a very handy feature that as well for your tighter spaces and so forth.
Really, really awesome. And then obviously you can control
the brightness of your screen. 100% right. You've got a trip computer in the car as well, so it'll give you your liters per 100. It'll give you your range left on your tank. It'll give you all that information that is expected of a car these days.
Awesome. Do you want to take a seat in the back? Let's look at some of the space there, and then we'll just have a look at the boot. Look, this is you could call it a micro SUV. If you wanna call it that, can we call it that?
Yeah, well, we market it as an urban SUV because it has got the extra ride height, it's got the styling of an SUV, but it's in a compact form to be able to maneuver in traffic and parkings and so forth. So hence the urban SUV feeling around it.
I mean, this car would probably have no problem on a a general sand road.
100%. The ground clearance here is what sets it apart. With our roads in South Africa, potholes, pavements, those sort of things, you don't need to be worrying about that kind of thing. In and out of driveways, the car's not going to be scraping and scratching on that kind of stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Should we take a seat in the back?
Perfect.
Suzuki Ignis, space. I mean, geez, you sit in the back here. I mean, you look at the car from the outside, and it looks rather small. But you get in here, and I mean, phenomenal leg space, really.
Yeah.
Head space. It's just fantastic. I feel comfortable in here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of space. Oftentimes you feel like you're uncomfortable in the back of the car, and it just feels to me like there's so much space, there's so much leg room. It just feels comfy.
Well, you've said it all. It's exactly that. It's a little big car, if we can put it that way.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of space inside, particularly at the rear. I mean, you can see the leg room, and as you mentioned, the headroom as well. Yeah. It really has got a lot of space for a car in this class. It's actually one of the biggest in its class.
And then obviously your
electric windows at the back.
Yeah, really awesome. I think there's not much more to be said about this car. But I think next, let's take a look at service plans and warranties, let's look at the pricing, and then let's have a look at what this car offers in comparison to the GL, and how much can we save on this car. Up next. Boot space. Let's have a look. Okay, so I mean that's quite impressive. You're not expecting anything huge for an urban SUV like this, especially because it's so compact. I think Suzuki has definitely tried to work on space here to make it convenient for its clients. But I mean, there's enough space here. Right?
No, definitely, 100% right. Again, for a car of this class, it's actually got one of the bigger boots. The seats are obviously foldable, so you can do that and increase the space if you've ever got any sort of bulk sort of thing that you need to carry. So that's very, very nice.
I mean, for the viewers, let's have a look at how much more space. Let's try and get this out. Let's pull the seats forward.
Yeah,
Give
no
them
problem.
a little bit of a look. I mean, this is you can actually split this, right? Yes?
Correct. You see, it's got a 60-40 split. So if you still need to have a passenger, you could do so. And then you can just fold that side down.
That actually folds nice and flat as well. Not completely all the way, but I mean, that's going to give you enough space.
Yeah, exactly, for those bigger things that you need to transport. Yeah.
That's awesome, and I don't think that the split seats standard in a lot of cars.
Well, again, depending on what level of spec
Yes.
you're looking at, you'll get a 60-40 split, or just the bench would fold down like on the GL Spirit. So yes.
But I mean, you could probably fit a small bicycle in here, a couple of boxes if you want to move.
Oh, trust me, I know. I've shipped a washing machine in one of these, so
Nice.
it fits.
Well, there we go. That's testament to it. I mean, a washing machine's not small. So if you are intending to move your washing machine, you definitely know that you can do it in one of these. Keyless entry. I mean, this is a really cool feature. You lock and you unlock the car right here on the handle. I mean, that's just a really cool and convenient feature to have. I mean, you got your push start as well, so this is really convenient for customers.
100% right, man. And again, as long as the key is within radius of the sensor, you'll be able to use that keyless entry system.
That's
very
awesome.
nice. Yeah.
Cool. So I just want to chat to you a little bit about the price difference between the Ignis GL and the GLX, and what are customers getting out of that price difference?
Well, quite a lot actually, because if you start on the exterior of the car, we mentioned earlier it's got the LED daytime running lights on the car. It's got the projector headlamps as well.
Yes.
That's now on the GLX. Okay, everything I'm listing to you now will be what you get extra. Okay, you get the black mags as standard. You'll see the roof bars on the car as well. You'll get the wheel arches. You'll see it's got that SUV kind of sporty black area on it as well. Interior wise, you'll get that infotainment system with the touchscreen, the reverse camera, with the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You get the keyless entry and the keyless start on the car as well. You're getting climate control as opposed to just air conditioning. So you're also therefore getting your steering controls. You're getting Bluetooth extra as well, which is also obviously controllable from the steering as well. Slightly different cloth interior as well.
In terms of style.
Yeah, just in terms of style, yes. But you still got that sort of two-tone kind of feel, modern look on the inside of both models.
So obviously all the things that we've listed now do not come standard on the Suzuki Ignis GL.
On the GL, that's correct, yes.
Nick, price difference. So what is the GLX trading retail price at the moment?
Well, your recommended retail on the GLX is 199,900. Okay. We are running a special here at the dealership at the moment, of where we can give you a 12,000 Rand discount on that.
Did you hear that, guys? 12,000 Rand discount here at Fury Suzuki Fourways. I mean, that's just phenomenal. So you again, like we said before, you guys are big on your savings.
Yes.
And then just the retail price of the GL.
The GL that comes in at the 178,900 mark. So it's about 20,000 Rand less expensive. But for that 20,000 Rand, those features that we listed, it almost becomes a no-brainer to look at your GLX spec.
Absolutely.
Because it's about a 70,000 Rands worth of extras you're getting for 20,000 Rand.
Awesome. Okay, so service plans and warranties. Let's have a look at that. So what comes standard as a service plan and a warranty on the car?
Okay, so for both the GL and the GLX, you're going to be getting the Suzuki 5-year 200,000 kilometer warranty, okay, as well as a 2-year 30,000 kilometer service plan, and that's on both models, yes.
So if you are in the area and in the market for a new vehicle, come on in to Suzuki Fury Fourways and have a look at all their dealership has to offer. This dealership floor is full of cars and full of savings. When we talk about fuel efficiency, Suzuki's name is definitely in the conversation. Now we've seen this with the Suzuki Swift and again with the Suzuki Ignis. At 4.9 liters per 100 Ks, it's definitely one of the leaders in its class. Nick, I mean, I'm sure you would agree.
Yeah, 100%, and it's fuel efficiency is what we're about. That's what we sell a lot of our cars on, purely for the efficiency, because more importantly, that figure that you mentioned is actually achievable. It's not just a figure that is printed on brochures and so forth. You can physically achieve that figure.
And guys, that's just testament to when you drive into any petrol station, you're going to sit there with a smile on your face, especially when you're sitting in a Suzuki Ignis or a Swift for that matter. These cars are just phenomenal in terms of fuel efficiency. Guys, thank you very much. Nick, thank you for your time. This has been very informative. I look forward to chatting to you again. Again, guys, have a look at Suzuki Fury Fourways, the specials. We're going to put a link below. Click on the link, come in and have a look at all of these vehicles. Chat to any salesperson here. They are happy to have you here. They want to help you. And have a good day. We'll see you next time.